Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video, I am going to go over the Smartboard 16.2 notebook program. It is very similar to the 11.4, which is mostly on campus right now, but the 16.2 came out with the new LED smartboards that we're going to start seeing getting installed around campus. So if you haven't checked out the video or gone to one of the trainings regarding the new smart boards, I really highly encourage you to, if you're especially going to be in a classroom that will have these. It's not really that much different than the smart boards that you're used to, but there are a few changes. And again, there's a difference of the new smart board compared to the old ones, such as the ability of having a whiteboard and surfing the internet straight from the board rather than logging onto a computer. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the settings. I'm going to talk about the sidebar here, over here, and I'll kind of go over what is new in here as well. So what I would like to start with is actually here is the Smart Response 2. So if we have clickers, you can actually not have to have a separate program to run the Smart Response. It actually works straight into the new SmartBook program. You can see that you can sign in quicker. You can use your Office 365 account to log in and get more information. That might have where you can store your quizzes and stuff that you want to work with the Smart Response clickers. Now, if you don't have a Smart Response clicker, that's not a problem. You can also skip the sign in for now and then go through this to participate and just go ahead and go through this and kind of read about it if that's what you choose to do. Then we have this icon here, which is the Smart Lab. And again, like the Smart Response, if you don't have a Smart Response, and I think we only have one or two sets of the clickers within OIT. So, there are other avenues, and I guess this was something that other instructors and teachers have asked about, is to just have something that is available. So this is your activity lab, and you can actually create activities here. And you can see there's fill in the blanks, flip it out, game show, label reveal, match them up, monster quiz. Some of these are definitely geared to K through 12, so just be aware of that. And you can see here there's a little notification here, like on Shout It Out and Response To, and I think this was Monster Lab, which is one of those K through 12 ones that do require the device, which is the Smart Response clickers, I believe. So if you need more information, of course, you can go in here, and of course, it's going to try to have me sign in. So I'm not going to do that right now just because I don't have a clicker and I'm not going to be setting up for a test. But there are things here that you can use so that at least if you do want to do tests within your class, you can do them and put them up on the smartboard and have them happen, so you can click on Super Sort, and then you have the information here, and you just fill it out. It's very cool. I think that it would be useful. I know I had a few instructors asking me about pop quizzes and how we can get them up on the board so that they don't have to be handed out in paper. Well, this is a way to do it. You can have them, use their own paper. Perhaps you can have them email you the answers. So there's things that we can work with, and if you think of other ideas, and you can always ask me if they will work, and I will be more than glad to look at it for you so that we can make sure that you're getting the full functionality of the smartboard, and that your students are getting a good engagement activity as well, because they need to be engaged as well. You can customize the toolbar. So if you click on this, there's all these things on here that you can actually drag and drop up into the menu if you would like. So like if you want a clear page, so that may be something that you want to have up there. Now, I don't know if you noticed this when I was doing this. If you watch this, when I click and drag, I have a little plus sign right next to my cursor there. And then it turns into a no sign. Just be aware, it's telling you where you can and cannot put things. That's all it's doing. So maybe I want to put it here. So be aware that you can't just drag and drop it up here. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't show up. This is just adding to this toolbar up here. You can customize it for yourself. It will work for you. Whenever you sign in, it should recognize that you're the one who's doing that. If it doesn't, I will see what the issue is and see what I could do to get a workaround for that. There are also add-ons. So if there's things that you want to add on, such as like writing an equation, you can actually add that as well. But you can see it's already up there, so it probably doesn't care whether I put it up there or not, since it's already there. But you can, again, like I said, drag and drop it up here, and all of these should work. And you can see too, when I change my tabs, this bar changes, so it's telling me where I can put those icons at. And then of course I have my tools, so here's my shapes, and you know, so I can go through here. Maybe I want the creative pen to show up, so I could put that in here. And maybe I want my lines. Well, I already have lines, so let's go with a calligraphy pen, or a crayon, and a text pen, so that will get me to and from, you know, so I can write as with my pen, and then from my handwriting, and then have it change back into text, you know, so I can have a highlighter added. So you can add as many things as you would like to on this toolbar, and that will work well for you, and what makes it easier for you to do as well. Over here, it's the same as, like I said, with the other Smartboard program that you have been working with. If you don't want to just start new, or I'm sorry, it's the page, you can add new down here. Unfortunately, I got a really small screen, so it's not showing up quite as well as I'd like it to. This is your gallery, so you can type things in there and find them. Science is always my go-to, so I can hit science, and then I will get a list of things that will be available to me from the science category, so I can look at these, and you know, maybe I want to add a picture, you know, and as I've shown in my other videos, you just drag and drop. Perhaps I want to do an interactive video, so let me go ahead and close this one so we can look at that a little bit tighter. So I can go in here and grab that as well, and this one becomes interactive, you know, so I could push the start and it'll show me, you know, I can change sizes, and it will allow me to change things. I have the ability to do 3D objects. Maybe I want to see what a crab looks like. And so I have that, but I can also, what's nice about this is you'll see an icon show up here. And again, like I said, this is definitely on the 11.4. There's more things added into the 16.2, but 11.4 has a lot of this. You can see how my icon changes when I go like this. I can actually move this around if I choose to do so, or I can flip it sideways. So if I click on him again and I click it sideways, oops, let me get that going. So I can actually go around, rotate around with him as well there. And you can see how it changes to a purple, so that you know how much you've done. Okay, and there's one more right here. I know you didn't quite see it. It's kind of a little bit difficult to see, but I can actually turn it around this way as well. So I love these 3D things. Yes, there's one more over here. So I love 3Ds. It really does create quite the graphic for you. I will definitely see if I can find out where you can get more if you're interested in them. But again, you know, it just might help with some of the teaching that you're doing, you know, create some engagement that you weren't expecting to create. And then we have notebook files and pages. So again, I could take some stuff out of here, just drop it in, and I then have that on there as well. And I can also resize it if well, I guess I can't because it's not allowing me to. So it looks like it wants to, yeah, it won't let me resize it, but I'm, again, working on a very small screen here, so it's a little bit more difficult for me. So that is how you can use the gallery. And then we have, of course, attaching files. So if you have something you want to attach, you just click on that. This is so that you have fill effects. Let's go ahead and do a new page just so that we can look at it a little bit better. So I have, you know, fill effects. I can go solid, gradient, fill pattern, image fill. So if I have an image that I want to fill the back with, no fill, I don't have to have a fill. So it just kind of changes the background for you. Again, these are add-ons. So you can search the web for certain things. So you got image web search. So if I click that, I can go to the internet and it'll ask me what do I want to find. I'll put in cat because cats are my favorite. And so, so I can actually pull this over here and bring it to my screen here. Quick, easy, makes your life a lot easier, especially if you're going to be doing some of this stuff. So go ahead and let's see, I could also look at clip art, so I have choices there. And then I can go back here so that I can get the other applications that have other things. Maybe there's a YouTube video that I want to find. So again, I could do a search and I can find a YouTube video for, perhaps I want to search for another cat video because cat videos are very cute, except that it won't find it with that. So let's try cat. And so there we go. So then I can also drag and drop that as well. I should be able to. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pause that and there we go. There it is. So then I had to double click it. So, it's good for you to see. Sometimes I do have trouble with this, but you can actually add this on there. So when I have troubles, that even the best of us have trouble. So I'll have to say that I'm the best of everybody, but just that I struggle as well. Sometimes, I know that it works and then it doesn't the way I want it to. So I could do that. There is a little arrow right here. So you can do other things with it. You can create a widget. You can clone it. You can copy it. So you have all kinds of things that you can do here as well. But now I have it in my video. It's on my smart notebook. So I can actually just save this smart notebook and be able to present it in my classroom. So then we have an activity builder. I have not really experienced this very much. I will do more work with it. Again, some of these things, like I said, are based off of K through 12 needs more so than higher education. So I just want you to keep that in mind. I will definitely do some more work on how to build an activity, but there is a tutorial there as well. And then we have lesson recorder. So this might be very valuable. I know that there are a lot of people that want to do recording and lecture capture. I would love to say that we're getting lecture capture programming in the next few months. I can't guarantee that. It's March right now, 2017. So if you're watching this a year from now and we have it, I'll be very excited. But if not, hopefully we'll get it soon. But you can actually do lecture capture here in a sense. So it will record everything that's on your screen. It will record audio. It will not record video as far as you. It just records what's on the screen. Now, if you're in a Skype meeting, I would recommend using the Skype recorder versus the smartboard recorder, because I have found some issues with the smartboard recorder, unfortunately. So I just do want you to be aware of that. The Skype for Business, when you're doing it, if you're using that, then you're definitely going to be doing a lot better. So then we have smart blocks. It looks like to me this is all about math. So again, another thing that I would definitely recommend you looking into, if it's something that you think you want to deal with and mess with, I think that probably this is again more geared to the K through 12 versus the higher education, just so that you're aware that it's there. You may want to use it, but if not, that's okay too. It's just, another tool at your disposal. And then last but not least is GeoAlgebra. So I can insert a GeoAlgebra widget. So I'm not really sure what that is, but you can do a search and let's see what it comes up with here. So again, you have some things here. You might be able to actually find some information to something that you would want more information about. So here we go. We have actually a quadrant screen that will be definitely useful, I think, for a lot of our classes. So because it's doing all kinds of quadrants information, polygon, circle with center, semicircle, arcs, perpendicular lines. So this may be something that may be very useful to you. So definitely look into this a little bit more. I'm not going to tell you how to use it because I am not a math instructor, and so I will probably give you wrong information. So that is the basic overview of the sidebar here. And again, if you want to get back, you just click on that. This has a menu. So if I click on that, I can actually share it, which is really nice because I know that there's a lot of people that are wanting to learn how to do all of that. I am working on getting screen captures and everything for everybody. So there's a lot of things you can do here. I will go into this a little bit more in depth as I get a little bit better at the 16.2 version of Smartboard. The other thing is you have these little arrows right here. So if I click on those, the double arrows, it just moves my toolbar. That's all it does. And the same with these little arrows here. It either increases or decreases your space. Or I'm sorry, I'm not telling the truth. This is going through the pages, which you can find also up here. So it's going through all of those pages. Here's the auto hide. That's what I was looking for, is the auto hide. So if I put that on, then it's going to hide this bar. It should. Unfortunately, I left my mouse again, so you can see that it just hides the vertical bar, scroll bar. That's all it's doing. So that's basically your Smart Notebook overview. And if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, contact me, edith.worden@oit.edu, extension 51730. I'm in the Skype directory, Edith Worden, and you can always IM me, video conference with me, whatever. I'm more than willing to meet with you one-on-one. Just let me know and we can go over all of this. And I'd be really excited if you wanted and are interested in seeing the new smart boards. If you haven't seen them yet, please contact me. I have one set up in BH159 and I will be more than glad to let you play with it and kind of get used to what it is and how it's used. Thank you and have a great day.